Hi Taurus, my name's Leona from Supra Conscioussoul, and this is your March general reading. So, just gonna tune into your energy. Sun, moon and rising for the highest good of all. What is it that Taurus needs to know this month? I've already pulled your 4 oracle cards just to save a bit of time. So, they're here. Okay, so under the deck we have the Hermit. So this could be you going into a period of solitude. It could be you looking at past experiences and seeing where you went wrong, learning from your mistakes, wanting to move forward but with more wisdom. It's also could be a Virgo in your life. It could just be you as well, just wanting to feeling like you're getting to the end of a cycle and you're at this kind of reflective stage. It can also talk about journaling, meditation, just going within, because the answers are all within you. That's what it's saying. It's asking you to shine a light within, and then you can show it externally. So that's underneath the deck. So that's the undercurrent energy. So there's this sense of a completion or an ending coming about. It could be with a Virgo, but it's you being kind of withdrawn as well, wanting to pull back a little bit, not being as open, say, or as social as you would be. So then we have the Chariot, and this is talking about two energies moving together, or it could be that you're sticking to an idea stubbornly. It's like you don't want to move forward on something, or it could talk about two sides not wanting to move forward in a situation. It can also talk about travel, wanting to move. It can talk about expansion. It can talk about a promotion, but it's definitely, once these two get into unison, then there's movement forward. So it's about bringing two things together. We also have that with the Two of Wands. This is about you weighing up a decision, trying to create some harmony in a situation. It's also about two energies coming together in order to create something that's bigger than that, something that they can take out. This is long-term goals. It could also be that the energies are mismatched, or that they're not of equal weight, or they're not giving of equal weight, and that could be a problem, because we see him with the world in his hands there, whereas this energy is kind of holding back a little bit. So it could suggest that there's some unevenness and balance in energy. We then have the Star, which talks about healing a situation. We also have this kind of polarity here, where we've got the two things coming together as well. It's allowing the two things to it's allowing this to nurture this. So it's also about healing and nurturing yourself this month. There's a lot of self-care needed. There's certain situations that are being guided right now that you feel like are beyond your control, but it's about staying grounded in the situation and nurturing yourself. You could also be studying a bit of astrology. You could also be the star this month in terms of allowing your light to shine this month, Taurus. It's about being that center star there as well. So that could be the healing part of the healing process that you're going through, and then that allows you to come out, which is what we also had with the Hermit card as well. Although we do have these things needing to come together. So we have the Nine of Pentacles here, and this is a sense of independence financially. This is kind of like going for sovereignty. This is, she's able to do whatever she wants when she wants. She could, however, be a little bit lonely, or he could, however, be a little bit lonely, because it's like the focus is more on the material abundance or the material gain. We also have the card of the family here. This could talk about inheritance, legacies, family businesses. It can talk about trying to get this stability, but however, we do have the stability going up a level, and the 10 is the end of a cycle. So the 10 is where you feel like you're able to do what you want. It's also things coming together in order to work together. It could also say that there's a family heirloom or something that you find that's worth some money, or it could be about getting a loan or some kind of home possibly as well, because that would be stable with that. We do have the Hierophant underneath that. This can talk about institutions. It could also talk about a marriage, or listening to somebody, or going to somebody that is an advisor, going to seek advice from somebody that we trust, going to somebody bigger than ourselves. It's also about government institutions, it's about banks, it's about any major kind of structures as well. It's also about following the traditional route and the things that we feel like we should do. There could be a need to kind of, you don't know whether you kind of want to follow your own route or whether you're feeling like you want to follow the traditional route. However, in the center of the reading is the 10 of Pentacles. So it is about creating structures for you this month. It is about creating, it could be about deepening family ties as well, family structures, things to do with the home, things to do with budgets, things to do with plans, long-term plans, long-term commitments, let's say, long-term contracts, yeah. However, be careful of anything you sign. Always make sure that you look over everything, because we do have the 3 of Pentacles here, and then we have the 3 of Wands here. This is a very creative energy, but it also can talk about a third-party situation. Somebody else could be influencing a situation or influencing a decision. It's talking about trying to get these things to come together. It's also about knowing that your ships are coming in with this. It's about making long-term plans, but it's about feeling like you've got what you want, but there's still more, because he's like, yeah, I've got 3, but now where's that 4th one? Because that 4th one is going to give me more stability. So, however, you are moving up towards your goals, because you've gone from the 2 to the 3 now. So that's a good move. And then we have the 9 to the 10. So we have things moving upwards. We also have the 9 with the Hermit as well. So it's completions and endings of cycles. We have the Temperance card, which is the card for Sagittarius, but it could be talking about a need to just take some time to balance yourself. It can also be about a creative alchemy. For some of you guys, especially with the Star card as well, there could be that you have this creative sense that kind of brings you finances or brings you stability. Maybe something that you didn't have planned. Maybe this is a new opportunity, something that just comes. Yeah, it's like you see a doorway opening, and it's a completely different opportunity than what you actually had in mind or what you actually set out to do. So it could be that your 4th wand is coming from something completely different. But the 4 of Wands brings about stability. It brings commitment to something. So I feel like whatever opportunities are offered to you at this time, they're going to be valuable for you in the long term. Yeah? So you also have, as your oracle card, you are healed, miracles are free. So in that sense, I think that it's talking about, it could be talking about going through either a spiritual healing, it could be talking about going through emotional healing. However, for some of you guys, it could also be talking about a physical healing. Yeah, we have it's like a physical renewal. It's like a renewal of the cell structure, let's say. So, yeah, especially with the Temperance and the Star cards as well. They're very healing cards. So, for some of you, you're going to experience, yeah, where you felt like you was, worried about a situation, and then you feel like it gets healed very fast, or it gets healed very quickly. You also have, next to that, you are not alone. We are here for you. We never left through all the sadness and loneliness. However, you cannot sense us near you or feel how much love we are sending you. We are your family, friends and guides. We never walk alone. We walk right beside you. So that's to say that you've got support on this journey. She's very much supporting him here. It's bringing about a sense of peace as well with the white candle there. And she's protecting his heart as well from the sadness. So there could be something that you feel like is really pressuring you this month, and it could be that's why you're going into the hermit mode, in order to find out what it is and what went wrong, or what you can do about it. But your other oracle card is saying choices. When you accept responsibility for your life and the choices you make, you begin to tap into the power of your own spirit. You'll be able to listen to and appreciate the intuitive wisdom that's inside you and apply it positively and constructively to your outside world. So this also talks about the intuitive wisdom that's inside you, yeah. So this is, it's like the beginning of the reading comes in with this, and then as we're going out, it's reminding you to use that wisdom when you're making your choices this month, Taurus. So you also have come to the edge. Now this is 36, so that would break down to a 9 in numerology, and it's talking about endings of cycles, completions, and now it's time for you to jump off that ledge. Look, you've even got rose petals being thrown out. It's time for you to jump off that edge. It's time for you to take that leap of faith. It's time for you to have that courage. In terms of relationships, it's asking you to go out and ask that person out on a date. Go out and give that person a compliment. It's asking you to do something, to make a move, to open yourself up to new possibilities. This is almost reminiscent of the Fool card, where you just have to have that bravery to take the step, not knowing what's going to come next, but just allow yourself to live in the moment, to be free and make choices like a child would, without necessarily thinking about the long-term consequences. Sometimes you just have to use that intuitive wisdom, and then once you've got the nod and you know that you should jump, then jump. It's like, that's what it's saying. It's in a way, it's not the Fool, because it's a 9. It's saying you've learned some lessons along the way, and you've learned something within that cycle. And that is also a 9 as well as the Hermit. So it's definitely the end of the cycle, and it's referencing this. So it's saying, look, you've learned everything, but now it's just a time to, you've evaluated what's gone on before, you've seen why it happened, so now it's a time to kind of let that go, and to just take that leap of faith, and to just allow yourself to look at situations new again, possibly not with that kind of grumpiness of a hermit, not with that withdrawnness of a hermit. These are two very opposite energies. So yes, it's all about making choices for you guys this month, but there is a need for self-care, self-love, definitely. But there's always a need for self-care and self-love, because you need to feel yourself before you can feel others. And it's that cycle. There's a need to keep that cycle going. It's all energy, yeah? And remember, you have the option to be the star this month. It could talk about you being in some sort of, maybe a production, it could be a play, it could be like a dance, but it's like you're feeling like, or there's some aspect where others are coming to you for guidance, perhaps with the Hierophant as well. But there's definitely more stability with the Hierophant in terms of the home, yeah. And also the other 9 was the 9 of Pentacles. So that's also having that, she has the stability plus the freedom, yeah. So it's like she's not tied to it, but she has that stability to do what she wants. And it's also a sense of grounded earth energy. So on that note, I'm gonna leave you to say take care, stay blessed. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.